Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this coverage of the sectional quarterfinals. I'm Colm Tomaszewski, tonight's color commentator. And next to me is play-by-play commentator, the great Giovanni Alcantar. Giovanni, tonight we have two very even teams coming into the game. Crown Point with a record of 11-12, and Langston comes in with a record of 12-12. What do you think Crown Point is going to do to get the win tonight?
Well, I think Crown Point, they were able to finish the season strongly with wins against Hammond Morton, Law, and they were able to beat Lake Central 2 weeks ago. So tonight they have to carry that momentum over into this game if they want to beat Lake Central.
Well, Lake Central didn't have the best finish of the regular season. They lost four of their last 5 games, and as I mentioned, they lost to Crown Point in one of those games. However, beating a team twice in the same season is a difficult thing to do. What do you think Lake Central has to do to get the win in their home court tonight?
Well, I think Lake Central needs to go into this game with the mentality that it's a new season and everything they did in the regular season is now behind them. Tonight they start a new season, and if you're Lake Central, once again, you just have to come in this with that mentality.
Well, as you mentioned, Lake Central did have a slump at the end of the year after a very strong start to the year. What players for Lake Central do you think need to step it up for tonight?
I think a key player for tonight is going to be senior forward Justin Graciano. In the regular season game against Crown Point, he had 22 points, and even though they lost that game, he played a very key role in that game, and I think that if he puts up similar numbers tonight and gets more help from his other teammates, Lake Central can win tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere, and please stay tuned for the tip-off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the tip-off of Crown Point Bulldogs versus your Lake Central Indians.
It's going to be a great game, ladies and gentlemen.
Number 24, Sam Snodgrass, will go up against Keon Sellers.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ball is up, and Lake Central wins it.
Right away.
Derek Hobbs going to take it up for Lake Central. Sophomore point guard gets it to Jack Davis. Outside to Justin Graciano, the senior forward. Keon Sellers going inside right away. No good. Here we go. It's Matt Hanlon, junior point guard for Crown Point. Gets it to Sam Snodgrass.
Sam Snodgrass is an effective player in this team. Watched him last game when they were away at Crown Point.
And Sellers almost had a steal, and they're going to give it to Lake Central.
Right off of Elias, Jiro Demas, his fingertips. You gotta be able to watch those.
Graciano inbounded to Derek Hobbs. And student section is going to be electric tonight. Jack Davis
for the
for
first
three.
points.
No good.
Right off the
in and
rim.
out. Matt Hannon looking to get something going for Crown Point. Crown Point has on the outside number 31, Elias Gurumos.
Keon Sellers with that great defense.
Keon Sellers, we've seen it a few times this season. When he gets on the transition, he can really hurt you.
Matt Hanlon over to
Sam Decker.
oh,
Three for
for
Crown Point. And
air ball.
nothing but air there. Crown Point tries to keep it in, and it's off Keon Sellers. Crown Point will maintain possession. Crown Point will inbound the ball here. It's going to be number 30, Sam Krutz. Inbounds it to Hamlin. Hamlin getting defended by Derek Hobbs.
Very old team here. All juniors and seniors except for one freshman. Crown Point.
Well, that one's going to come back to Lake Central. Lake Central's also a pretty old team. They got 3 seniors out there: Connor Tomzik, Keon Sellers, and Justin Graciano. It's inbounded into Derek Hobbs.
6:06 left in the first, still 0-0.
Gets it to Graciano. Sellers. We're still looking for our first points of the game here, as we're over 2 minutes in. Tomzik
Backs it up to Hobbs.
Hobbs gets it to Tomzik. Tomzik going inside, and that one's
First
good.
blood,
Lake
Lake
Central gets their
Central.
first points of the game. What a way to start for Lake Central. Gets it to Sam Krutz, defended by Jack Davis. Elias on the outside. Gets it to Krutz. Krutz going inside, and Keon Sellers got a block.
Oh, and it's still inbound. Derek Hobbs, they're not sure what's going on.
Hobbs to Tomzik. Derek Hobbs.
Derek Hobbs is not afraid to shoot that 3, but he likes to get up in there. Oh,
Keon Sellers. And that one's no good.
Rim.
Hamlin. Trying to drive against Tomzik. Gets it to Elias. Elias going inside, and looks like they got another block, but it's going to be a foul. Elias hit the ground hard there.
This
Looks
is
like he's all
sectionals
right.
basketball. You will see a lot of that tonight.
And it'll come to the line shooting 2 free throws. It's number 31, Elias Gerdemos, junior guard. And this student section is not going to let him have anything easy.
No. This is the biggest biggest student section I've seen this year.
Oh, easily.
Sectionals basketball. USA night.
It's a big game against the rival Crown Point. He makes both free throws as Crown Point gets on the board.
It's 4-3-2 left in the game, tied 2-2. See a lot of full court defense here tonight. Both teams trying to keep the scores low. Thompson thought about it.
Sellers going inside, gets it to Tomzik. Tomzik gets the M1.
Wow.
And he'll come to the line to shoot a free throw. Try to make it a 5-2 lead with 4:19 to go. And that one is good.
Wow. There they go.
So it was almost had a steal.
Yeah, they're gonna look for that as much as they can.
One thing for sure, if you're Crown Point, you do not want to get down by a high margin earlier in this game.
Yeah. But one thing we know for Lake Central, third quarter, fourth quarter leads, they like to blow them.
Oh, and he missed it, but Crown Point got the offensive rebound, and Elliot Skirter-Most is able to score that one. Great play by Crown Point, able to get the offensive rebound and get it in the basket. Graciano to Keon Sellers. Graciano, we haven't seen much of him tonight. He goes inside, and that one is good. Keon Sellers, we mentioned in the pregame, he had 22 points against Crown Point in the regular season. We definitely expect him to have a big role in this game tonight, and as right there, he got 2 points.
Is that him?
Yes. And it's stolen by Lake Central. Keon Sellers
Beautiful.
In the lane, and he dunks the ball. Lake Central now has a 9-4 lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, double tap that left side of the screen back to go 5 seconds, and please watch that again. That is Keon Sellers performing here tonight.
Keon Sellers, we've seen it a couple times here at home that he's gotten some huge dunks for him.
Beatty and Chiapponi get ready to come into the game, as well as number 24, Dobos, too. Beautiful Keon Sellers. You got to watch him. You can't let him get open like that.
As I said before, he's a very dangerous player on the fast break.
The 9-4 with 2:27 left in the first.
Him and Graciano are just unstoppable when they're going inside.
And when they're underneath that net, it's air ball
that
again.
One is no good. Seen 2 air balls tonight from Crown Point. Jack Davis now gets it to Keon Sellers. That's to Derek Hobbs. Graciano looked like he thought about shooting that one.
Ooh.
Tomzik inside. No foul there. Ooh, that was a hard collision there, but that looked pretty clean to me. 3. And that one is no good by Crown Point. Graciano able to get the rebound.
Graciano is not putting up with anyone tonight.
Tomzik, open look. That one's no good. He gets his own rebound, and it's going to be a foul called on Crown Point. Lake Central will get the ball back. It's going to be Derek Hobbs to inbound it. And Lake Central still will come into the game. Connor Tomzik, Keon Sellers, and Derek Hobbs will come out.
Also, Nick Anderson will come in too. Graciano will stay out with
Beatty right away. That one is no good.
Beatty on him right away. Oh.
Gets it to Ty Smith, and he puts up a shot, and that one is no good.
She pointed to Beatty. Beatty is a fast player.
He's relentless on defense.
Anderson, if he gets an open 3, he'll take it. He'll make it. Oh, there goes Beatty.
Nick Anderson, one of this team's premier 3-point shooters.
Yes. Coming in clutch last game. 56 seconds left, 9-4 Lake Central.
Trapani gets it to Graciano.
Isaac Beatty will hold on to it for a second here.
Lake Central just trying to be patient here, trying to find something. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Anderson's open. Crown Point's got that defense ready to spark at any moment. Number 35, Sam Decker will walk up to take him on.
This is a huge possession right here. Lake Central could go up by 8 points. Dubos now.
Isaac Beatty with 10 seconds left now.
Yeah, it looks like Lake Central's going to keep it for potentially the last shot. Graciano inside. That one's no good. And he tried to get a shot, but that one was no good. And after the first quarter of play, it is 9-4 Lake Central.
Now, that first quarter, what do we see?
I think we saw that Lake Central got off to a little bit of a slow start on offense. I think both teams really did. But Crown Point really was not able to get themselves out of a slump. And they only got 4 points in the first quarter. Lake Central, of course, was able to get 9. And really, I think Lake Central will take it if the Crown Point keeps playing like this.
Now, it's going to be an interesting second quarter here. Come back in here.
Well, the winner of this game will take on Lowell or Munster. That game is going to be at 7 o'clock.
Here?
Excuse me, 7:30. Yes, here.
We'll probably be live for that one, so be tuned into that. The Central's holding this year's sectionals, which is pretty cool. Pretty good experience.
It'll be number 31, Elias Gudemos, to inbound it. Gets it to Ty Smith.
Ty Smith, a freshman. Only freshman on the Crown Point varsity roster.
See how much of an impact he can have here tonight, coming off the bench. Sam Kreutz.
Something I noticed tonight, Lexington's playing a much more aggressive defense.
Anderson was looking for the steal there.
Yeah, they're not letting him get up as far as he wishes.
Crown Point just keep on the outside. Sellers got a hand to it, but wasn't able to get to it. Justin Graciano and Derek Cobbs prepare to come back into this game. Puts up a shot, and that one is no good. And then the ball will come back to Lake Central. Derek Cobbs and Justin Graciano will check back into the game. Dominic Trapani and Isaac Beatty will come out. Hobbs, as I mentioned, check back into the game. Hobbs to Nick Anderson. Anderson for three. And that one is no good, in and out.
Ty Smith will push it up. Go for two, nothing.
Gets inside. That one's no good. Sellers got it back out. Sellers almost got another rebound, and it's going to stay with Lake Central.
Now, number 35 Crown Point, Sam Decker. He's out there playing hard. He's trying not to give it that ball as best he can.
No Hobbs. To Nick Anderson.
Anderson thought about the three. You could see it in his eyes. He looks up every time.
Garciano inside, and that one is good.
11-4. Lake Central will extend their lead a little bit here. Sam Decker, a little bit confused there.
We're almost 2 minutes into the second quarter, and Crown Point has not been able to get a single point.
Ty Smith to Decker.
Gets it to Ty Smith.
Elias with the D3.
That one is no good again.
Becker's all over
trying
tonight.
to find something. Gets inside to Keon Sellers, and that one is good.
Lays it in for 2 points, right underneath the net. Timeout, Crown Point. It'll be a full timeout, too, early in the game. Number 42, Ken Mills, will look like he would get ready to check into the game here for number 24, Sam Snodgrass.
Well, I'm sure Crown Point has to be very frustrated right now. They're over 2 minutes into the second quarter. They have not been able to get a single point, and they have just struggled to score tonight. And really, that's why they're down 13-4 right now. They just cannot get any offense going against Lake Central. They cannot get the ball inside, and it seems like every other shot they take is just forced.
Well, as we know, in the fourth quarter, Lake Central will sometimes give up leads. Lake Central's notorious for that. But it is sectionals. They have changed some things. We'll see if that happens tonight.
And a really important thing here, if you're Lake Central, you cannot let up on this team. You have to continue to play strong on defense and not let them inside, not let them get easy shots.
Yes.
Crown Point will inbound it.
Ty Smith, Eli, sorry about that, Giovanni.
Lake Central is definitely not going to pump the brakes on defense. Trying to get something inside, and it is in. Number 35, Sam Decker.
It's their first point of this quarter.
Keon Sellers to Derek Hobbs. Jack Davis looks like he thought about the three. Sellers to Derek Hobbs. Derek Hobbs with a shot, and that one is no good.
Here comes Smith.
It's up just past Graciano. And then the two for
Krutz.
Sam Krutz. Excuse me.
I once tied my shoe for about 3 minutes on live stream one time. Commentating, and my shoe came untied. Bothered me. Interesting fact. Sorry.
Looks like it might have bothered Jack Davis there a little bit.
Yes. Well, I thank you all for tuning in tonight. As we get to keep going with this game here, the wonderful new gym. It's getting cold out. We had nice weather, didn't we?
Yes, I'm very glad we're inside right now, though. The past few days, it has been very nice.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to basketball. Derek Hobbs, Tomzik. And Lake Central's starting five is in the game right now. Keon Sellers to Derek Hobbs. Hobbs to Davis, Sellers. And Crown Point nearly has steal there. That was number 42, Ken Mills. And that one's going to stay with Crown Point.
I'm out of water.
Ty Smith
Tragic.
takes it up. Sam Krutz thought about shooting it, and he gets inside, and that one is no good. Crown Point able to get another rebound, and another rebound, and that one is good. Lake Central, really, they've allowed too many offensive rebounds tonight, and it's really starting to hurt them.
30-second timeout here by Coach Mlaznik.
Crown Point, after their last timeout, is on a 6-0 run.
Yeah, see, now it's 13-10. Now it's getting interesting.
Well, as I just mentioned, Lake Central, the whole game, they've been allowing offensive rebounds for Crown Point. And it really wasn't hurting them because Crown Point wasn't able to convert, but now they're converting them, and it's starting to hurt them. And if you're Crown Point coming out of this timeout, you just got to emphasize, you got to dominate the boards, and the points will come. Hobbs Going inside, gets it to counter Tomzik.
Oh.
Graciano for 3. And that one
Drains
is
it.
good.
Let's let that little roar there. Decker looking. Oh. Smith.
And he is fouled by Derek Hobbs on the
He would
way
go
up.
up for 2.
Crown Point had 2 free throws earlier. They converted both of them. Let's see what Ty Smith can do here. Freshman guard. That one is no good. Here we go. He gets ready to take the second one, and that one is no good. He goes 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Not what Crown Point wanted.
Nope.
Sellers. Gets us to Graciano. Jack Davis back to Derek Hobbs. Graciano trying to go inside. Back out to Keon Sellers. Keon Sellers gets it to counter Tomzik for 3. No good.
Over.
Like Central, that would have been huge for them.
Yeah.
Here goes Sam Krutz. Gets it to Ty Smith. Ty Smith trying to get around Hobbs. Ty Smith trying to remain patient. He goes inside, and it's off Lake Central to stay with Crown Point.
This is where things will really heat up.
Dominic Chaponio checking into the game for Keon Sellers. And Nick Anderson will come back in for Jack Davis. Once again, we mentioned Nick Anderson, great 3-point shooter. He had one early. He had a shot earlier. That one was in and out.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
And Crown Point couldn't maintain it. Number 35, Sam Decker with the turnover.
You know, he's a really good player, really fast, really aggressive. But you get too aggressive and things just start going wrong, you know?
I looked like the ball just slipped out of his hands there before he was able to
He went to put
the
down
shot
for that
up.
dribble.
And Crown Point was not able to get to it. It was off Ken Mills, and it's going to stay with Lake Central. Hobbs. Take it up. Schiponi.
Anderson. Don't let him get alone with that.
Ooh. Tomzik almost had an open look. Puts one up, and that one is no good. Graciano able to get the rebound, and that one is in.
That's what he's good at. That's what I like to see. Oh, Ty Smith the handles there. Off the middle.
We've got Schiponi able to get the rebound.
18-10 with 59 seconds left. So they're holding.
Tomzik to Schiponi. Let's see what if Lake Central does what they did last quarter. Just hold the ball for the last shot. And you're up 18-10. You have a chance to go
39
up
seconds left, yeah.
Go up with at least 10, by at least 10 points. Graciano to Hobbs. And it looks like Lake Central is going to hold it for the last shot. Let's see if
Oh.
they can convert this time. Graciano to Jared Hobbs. Hobbs to Nick
Anderson.
Anderson for 3. That one
Oh,
is good.
wow! Lake Central is here to fight for sectionals.
And Nick Anderson, so energized for hitting that 3. Very tough shot to hit. He was fouled on the way up.
2.1 seconds. He'll go for a 4th point. Wow.
And if you're Crown Point, that is a nightmare way to end the first half.
Yeah.
And
That is.
He has a chance at a 4-point play here.
They just lit the fire.
Nick Anderson, just a sophomore. It's going to be very interesting to see what he develops into. Not just this year, but his junior year, his senior year. First one's up, and that
4-point play.
Good.
2.1 seconds left. 22-10. Lake Central will take it, the lead into the second half.
And Nick Anderson fired up about that one. Can you blame him? Crown Point. Gonna try and get one at the buzzer. No good.
Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, we'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to the second half or the third quarter. Lake Central leads 22-10. Giovanni, what will CP have to do here to pull through to get this win?
Well, early in the second quarter, they were starting to get a lot of offensive rebounds, as I mentioned. But later in the second quarter, Lake Central just got on a run, and they ended the second quarter. Really, it was a nightmare. Nick Anderson had a big 4-point play, and it sent them in the locker room. Not very happy, I'm sure. So
That had to set a tone for them.
Tomzik going to start off to Derek Hobbs. Let's see if Lake Central can hold the lead in this second half. We know that has been a struggle for them to do this season. As I mentioned before, it's a whole new season, and anyone can beat anyone. Tomzik gets it to Graciano. Graciano to Keon Sellers. Sellers to Hobbs. Graciano looked like he thought about shooting that one. Sellers.
Crown Point with a harder defense here.
Tomzik going inside. That one is no good, and looked like he almost tipped it back in.
Decker with the rebound.
We go with Sam Kreutz. Gets it to Ty Smith. Ty Smith. Back out to Matt Hanlon. Defended by big man Justin Graciano. Ty Smith. Back out to Kreutz. Excuse me, Elias.
I think his name be Elias, but we're not sure. Giovanni, what'd you tell about? Oh, wow.
And a 3 for Crown Point.
Wow.
Great way to start the third quarter for them.
Number 10, Matt Hanlon. What's the next game going to be? We're going to be here for?
We're going to be here for Lowell Munster. Be sure to catch that one. Munster favorites coming into this sectional bracket.
Yeah.
Looked like a foul was called on Crown Point. Ball will stay with Lake Central. Munster finished the regular season 16-6. And Tomzik couldn't put that one in. And Hobbs able to get the ball back, gets it to Connor Tomzik. Connor Tomzik puts it in. And it's 24-13 Lake Central with 6:18 to go. Hanlon. Well, Crown Point was able to get a 3 to start off this quarter, but Lake Central answered right back after a sloppy pass by Crown Point. And it's going to go back to Lake Central. Sam Kreutz has had a rough night with turnovers. He had a fast break, and the ball hit off his leg, and it came back to Lake Central. And right there, it looked like pass was a little bit too much for him to handle, and Lake Central gets the ball back. Davis puts up a shot. That
Boy, did he jump.
Good. Graciano puts it back in. And now Crown Point's starting to get burned by those offensive rebounds.
Speed. Oh, he's in the corner now.
Ty Smith very quick going up the court. Keon Sellers almost had a steal. 3 for Sam Kreutz, and that one is no good. Tomzik.
Kreutz has been taking the shots tonight. I'm impressed.
Hobbs.
Lake Central leads by double.
And not sure what they called there.
Something was on the floor. They picked up a bunch of crud.
Lake Central will keep it though.
Great refs.
Hobbs, Sellers. Refs really letting them play tonight.
Yeah.
There's been a couple times where it was either Sellers or Graciano fighting hard for the rebound, and they just no fouls called. Just letting them play aggressive. Hobbs to Jack Davis. And it's going to go back to Crown Point. And it's going to be on Justin Graciano.
Interesting. Ty Smith, bring it out.
we go Hanlon. Defended by Tomzik. Hanlon to Krutz. Back to Hanlon. Hanlon going inside.
Ty Smith for 2.
And that one is good.
Wow.
Ty Smith.
You gotta watch out for him. He had double coverage on him too.
Some much needed points on the board for Lake Central.
Crown Point.
Or for Crown Points, excuse me.
It's okay, Giovanni been here all day. It's gonna be a longer day after this game too.
Indeed. Keon Sellers inside.
Wow.
That one is good.
Back
points
and forth.
For Lake Central.
My first time commentating with Giovanni here, and it's been great so far.
Pleasure to do it with you, Colm. Very savvy veteran in terms of commentating.
Glad to have you on the team, on the force with us.
Elias to Hanlon. Back to Elias.
Ooh.
And that one was a bit high. Krutz inside. Puts one up, and that was no good. Vince Smith, the senior, missed that one. And let's see if they count as an M1. They do.
Wow.
And Keon Sellers will come to the free throw line. Nick Anderson, Beatty, and Dominic Schaponi will second into the game for Jack Davis, Derek Hobbs. Excuse me, Schaponi will not come into the game here.
There he goes, Keon Sellers.
First free throw of the night. That one is no good. Tomzik almost had the rebound, but it's grabbed by Elias.
Oh, here they go. Matt Hanley, you don't want him to get loose either.
Him and Ty Smith very fast going
Yes.
inside. If you give them any room, they'll make you pay for it.
Yep.
Hanlon gives it to Ty Smith. Ty Smith puts up a shot. That one is no good. Keon Sellers gets the rebound. And Crown Point. And no, it'll come back to Lake Central. Dominic Schaponi will come into the game for Keon Sellers.
Ty Smith will bring it in.
And then for 3, that one is no good. And
Isaac Vetty taking notes.
Vetty. What a rebound by him. Vetty to Tomzik. Oh, nope.
Oh,
Looked like he faked that one.
he saw Anderson.
Tomzik. To Schaponi. Minute 40 here to go. Crown Point down 15. Tomzik for 3, and looks like it's going to be a charge on Justin Graciano.
Lake Central leads by double here. 1:39 left. I mean, I won't be surprised Lake Central blows this lead. That's what they do, is fourth quarter leads. We've seen it.
And Graciano come out of the game. Keon Sellers will check back in. Here we go, Ty Smith. Tries to get inside, and it's stolen, and Schaponi called for a foul, and he can't believe it. Actually, no, it's going to be a kickball violation. I'd have to see a replay of that one to see if that was a foul. Ref definitely had a better view than I did, but
This is
3.
Smith.
No good.
Nothing. Oh, Anderson with the rebound. 1:17
80.
left.
Woo. to Anderson. Anderson to Straponi.
Like CP knows now not to let Anderson get open. Oh, Cielos.
Straponi.
50 seconds left.
And Lake Central, in the first quarter and in the second quarter, they kept the ball to the end of the half.
Mm-hmm. This is interesting.
Or to the end of the quarter, and let's see if they do the same thing here. Wouldn't be that surprising, and that is what they're going to do. Keon Sellers. If I'm Crown Point here.
Decker trying to make some moves there.
And Sellers, look like he fell as he was going inside. It's going to be a travel violation on Keon Sellers. A little slow to get up.
Just glad he's up, though.
It doesn't look like that strategy for Lake Central keeping the ball for the last shot will work here. Let's see what Crown Point tries to do. You're thinking new. With just under 10 seconds left.
Oh, here goes CP. Let's see if they can get this last shot off. I don't know.
Goes inside. That one is no good. Tries to keep it in bounds. And that one is going to come back to Lake Central.
2.7 seconds left. Last night in college basketball, there were 4 buzzer beaters. I know the one that I saw was Miami versus, I think, North Carolina. Insane.
Connor Tomczyk. And have a good shot. Keon Sellers. No good.
As they come into the fourth quarter with 30 to 15. Lake Central leads by half. Now, one thing that's happened here, we've talked about it before. I've said it about 1,000 times already. Lake Central can either blow the lead and CP can take the win, or they can hold it. Now, I would not be surprised if they lost it. I would not be surprised if they won it. But what do you think?
Well, Lake Central, they just have to continue doing what they're doing, keeping the ball for a long time, keeping the ball away from Crown Point, and playing strong defense, not letting them have any easy shots. Well, the winner of this game will play the winner of Munster Low, which we will have for you next.
Yes, right here. How convenient. They're together in the program.
And the starting 5 will come in for Lake Central. Number 33, Justin Graciano. Senior Keon Sellers, senior Connor Tomczyk, and Derek Hobbs and Jack Davis in for Lake Central.
This is gonna be a great game.
And Crown Point, you really gotta start playing with some urgency on defense. You gotta get something going, and it's gonna come back to Crown Point. And he's fouled on the way up by Jack Davis. And he'll come to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Jack Davis not agree.
Well, we saw right away, Crown Point was playing aggressive on defense. They were able to get a fast break there. And a chance for some points. That one is good. That's number 31, Elias Cordimos.
He gets 2. 30 to 17. Crown Point is going to play that heavy defense now.
Hobbs. Oh, and
Decker
another steal by Crown Point. Let's see if they can make something.
Oh!
Keon Sellers gets the steal. Keon Sellers trying to go inside, and it's going to go back to Crown Point.
Uh-oh. Crown Point defense is going to come back and flame.
Well, certainly against your rival, you're not going to let him get off that easily.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why like Central's not playing that defense, but you know, CP's definitely got the upper hand here with that defense. Like that's
time is a factor though. And you're down 13, and you got to play strong defense against Lake Central.
Decker lays it in for 2.
Lead now down to 11. Hobbs goes to Graciano, and the ball.
Timeout.
Timeout by Coach Malosnik.
It'll be a 30-second timeout. It's getting rowdy here. 6:37 left. 30-19. Lake Central has the lead right now. 11-point lead.
Well, we see in this fourth quarter, Crown Point really starting to play aggressive on defense, and it's really helped them.
Yeah.
Dominic Schwing will check into the game for number 25, Keon Sellers.
Decker seems to be guarding everyone tonight.
And that one's going to stay with Lake Central. Karen Thompson will inbound it.
The team's third.
Lake Central's just got to keep what they've been doing the whole game. Pony. Graciano. Back to Derek Hobbs. Hobbs going inside to Graciano. Back to Jack Davis. Jack Davis for 3. That one is no good.
Here comes Smith.
Gets it to Kutz. Ty Smith. Elias. 3 for Crown Point. That one is no good. Hobbs able to get. And he's going to hold the ball. Look like he had Jack Davis open, and Graciano, corner 3. It's good.
What a clutch 3. 33-19.
I think he might have been fouled, and
5-3-3.
Derek Hobbs got a hand to it. No one's there to get. Crown Point for 3 is no good. That was number 42, Ken Mills, with the miss.
Essential with the rebound.
Graciano, another 3. That one's no good. Whew. That one's going to stay with Lake Central. Looked like Jack Davis trying to find Connor Thompson. Looked like Connor Thompson was going to have a pretty good
Thompson wasn't up there, yeah. He was there, but he wasn't up where he should have been. At least for the pass to be
Hobbs getting double teamed. Jack Davis, corner 3. That one
bang! 36-19. Brings it up. Oh.
Lake Central now starting
Back
to run away
underneath
with this game. Foul on Dominic Straponi. Number 33, Cameron Pimentel will come to the line.
No, that'll be Decker. Decker will be shooting 2.
Excuse me, number 35, Sam Decker.
Here he goes for the
First
first.
one's up.
Rolls it in. 4:42 left. Splash. Graciano to Hobbs.
And we're nearly halfway through this fourth quarter. Crown Point really got stuck this one going. The double team Jack Davis. And it's going to stay with them. It's going to be a foul on Crown Point. Hobbs.
Hobbs has him on skates. Oh!
Tomczyk
to the
for
corner
three. No good. And that right there really could have put the game away for Lake Central. Elias tried to pass it. Graciano got a hand to it. Chapone trying to keep it in, and it'll stay with Crown Point. Number 30, Sam Krutz will check into the game for number 35, Cameron Pimento.
Chapone will come out.
Also, Dominic Chapone will come out. Keon Sellers checking back in, as Lake Central will have their starters back in again. See if they make any other subs with 4 minutes left in this game. Traveling on Crown Point, number 42, Ken Mills.
I saw Norrell Smith and Kylie Furman in the building tonight. 2 former Lake Central basketball players. Both doing good things.
It's great to see the alumni
yeah.
back here.
I hear
Tomczyk, open layup. And that one is good.
38-21 with 3:40. Ooh.
And it's going to be a foul on Lake Central.
CP just keeps shooting 2s here. It'll be a team's 5th.
At this point, really, Crown Point, not only do you need to make these free throws, but you have to start getting points, and you really, Lake Central, you cannot let them score from here on out.
They're going to be fouling a lot, but that's, yeah.
And Lake Central is a pretty good free throw shooting team, so it's gonna take a lot for them to come back here. Hobbs to Sellers, Tomczyk, open, Graciano.
Sorry about it. Dr. back.
Jack Davis. Oh, and he has the ball stolen from him. And that one is no good. He still can't put it in. That one is good. Ken Mills with the M1. Here we go, number 42, Ken Mills. Chance at M1 here and to make it a 12-point game. That one's up, and it's no good. Crown Point able to get the rebound. See if they can convert. Keon Sellers got a block.
He got his, that's 2 points.
And Cameron Pimento able to put that one back in. And Betty will check into the game for Jack Davis and Lake Central, another turnover.
No, this is where it gets intense. 3:04 left, 28-27. Lake Central had a pretty good lead now. No, they don't.
It was a crucial possession for Crown Point.
Yep.
If they want a chance of coming back in this game.
Oh, wow. Driving for the 2.
No good. Connor Tomczyk to be. And right here, if Lake Central can get a good amount of clock off, they can really seal this game away.
Start with the noise behind us. Ooh!
Sellers couldn't handle the ball.
2 minutes, 30 seconds left. 38-27.
To me, if you can get the clock down to under 2 minutes, that's a win for Lake Central, or at the very least get some points here. Graciano for three. No good. And then Sellers called for a foul.
Oh? Yep. Arrow getting close.
And that foul puts him in the bonus. So every foul like that, Crown Point come to the line. And Crown Point now has a chance to make this a 9-point game. Up. That one's good. Time extra point will come into the game. Keon Sellers once again checking out. And he makes both of them. 9-point game.
Now, there's 2 minutes left. I've seen a lot happen in 2 minutes. Oh.
Crown Point.
Decker will get it.
Fouls him. Tomzik will inbound it. To Edie, and had to be careful there. Not to go back court. 2 minutes to go.
It's be a holding game
Gotta
here.
try and hold the lead. They trying to find someone, and timeout called by Lake Central. Want to
Coach
mention
Clint Swan for CP. Sorry for cutting you off there. Did not look too happy about that one. Right, continue.
just to mention again, 7:30 Munster and Lowell will be playing. We will be live streaming that game.
Yeah.
Be sure to stay tuned for more great sectional basketball in these quarterfinals. The winner of that game will take on the winner of this game between Lake Central and Crown Point, which right now the odds are looking towards Lake Central's side.
Oh, it's getting rowdy. They got the W flag. Fly the W.
I have to say, as a White Sox fan, I do not appreciate that flag.
Oh, Giovanni.
I would prefer if they had the arrow from Guaranteed Rate Field, but that's just my personal preference. This last minute, 1:55, is just going to be about Lake Central chewing some time off the clock and not letting Crown Point get any easy shots.
Crown Point's not going to let them hold it either, that's for sure.
No, Crown Point is going to be very aggressive on defense, trying to force a turnover and trying to get it into points.
Oh, wow.
Tomzik to Hobbs.
Big pass
Very
game
high
here.
pass.
These are the risky passes. You know, these Crown Point kids, they can jump.
And we've seen them get a few of them tonight. Graciano. To me, if you can get one more big basket here, if you're like Central, get some time off the clock, you can clinch the game. Tomzik inside. No good. Chaponi puts it in.
Wow.
And Lake Central now up by 11 with 1:20 to go. Three. That one is no good. Hobbs almost had it taken away from him. Back to B. And he is fouled by Matt Hannon. And really, that might be the dagger, that missed three for Crown Point. As you can see on the sideline, Crown Point giving each other hugs, and I think it's really set in for them that
it's begun.
The game is more than likely over for them. Minute left.
But Central has this all interesting pass. They used this last year a lot. 4 people on the outside, one guy in the middle usually, and they just keep it going like that. See it?
I do. I've noticed it all night.
It's interesting. 42 seconds left in the game, I think.
And it looks like this game is pretty much over. Looks like Crown Point has really stopped playing with urgency on defense.
Yep. Lake Central ruthless. This was not the case last week, even though it was a close game last week as well. Sorry, not last week, the week before that.
And Chaponi, I don't know why he didn't take the easy layup. He takes it there. And Lake Central is going to win it. They're going to advance to the semifinals, to the winner of Munster versus Lowell. Be sure to tune in for that game. Last shot for Crown Point. That one's no good.
Lake Central takes the win since Crown Point. It was a good game.
It was a great game by Lake Central. Crown Point, you know, we saw a few flashes of them tonight, but they just could not maintain it throughout the entire game. Lake Central was consistent throughout the entire game. And Lake Central gets a win against their rival in the sectional quarterfinals.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back very soon for the next game. Please tune in then.
Thank you for watching.